Integrating Arts Unit Plan and Presentation by Syncrea Duckworth. Integrating Fine Arts, Ottawa University, online. Unit topic is Cultural Life Experiences. Lesson number 1. The core subject is literacy. Once Upon a Time is a lesson. Art focus, storytelling. Lesson number 2. Core subject, science. The lesson will be the volcano experiment. Art focus will be drama. Lesson number 3. Core subject is reading. The lesson will be island life. Art focus, dance, performance. The first lesson is Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time lesson, I will start with my favorite book about Hawaii and read it to my students. And after reading this, I will relate it to my own life. I will then tell them to think about my story as it has a beginning, middle, and an end. I will have prepared a picture storyboard depicting the events in the story so that each student will realize the beginning, middle, end, and the events that have happened, which they will do on their own. They will then write a story, create a storyboard of a true event that has taken place in their own life or of a family member or someone that they choose. The event can be funny, it can be serious, but preferably a vacation experience that they would like to do maybe sometime in their life. After completing this, each student will share their storyboard and their story with the class so that it can be displayed to others. How this lesson will benefit and foster student learning. Literature is connected to visual art in many ways. Literature as well as art is based on points of view and not facts. This connection is very important when interpreting visual art and literature. The connection of literature to art is so profound that in the story picture books, the two cannot be separated. When reading a picture book to a child, there would not be pictures without art, nor words without the need for literature. This is also a connection by way of art lingo, which will translate into better understanding and connections in literature. Experiment. In the volcano experiment groups, we will do a volcano experiment using baking soda, vinegar, and food coloring. The students will watch the presentation, the experiment closely so they can know all the steps in it. After that, they will create their own drama depicting each event with a narrator and perform it for the class. This lesson will benefit and foster student learning by way of the strategies that are effective in the classroom because they integrate art with science and literature, which opens the door for greater learning and creativity and insight. This type of learning opens the minds to new ways of thinking, looking beyond the normal and exploring things that would not have ever been thought of or connected. The imagination can bloom with pictures, listening to literature, as well as intense gratification that the brain receives when science and art becomes intermingled. The last lesson will be island life. The island life lesson. In this lesson, we will have a book that is read discussing a vacation to Hawaii. The book will be Froggy Goes to Hawaii by Jonathan Landon. In this book, it will have different events that have taken place, such as Froggy going surfing, seeing the fish in the waters, or the volcano experience he had. And after this is over, the students will create their own depiction of the events that have taken place on a vacation, one of the vacation events, such as the hula dancing or the going to the hot lava, how each student will react to that and by way of movement. The island life strategy is effective because it allows for connections with everyday life through the art of movement. The students will use their own personal expression and point of view to express their thoughts on what the experience means to them. This will allow for them to participate and take part in the learning experience. The reason why these activities are important to integrate into the core subject areas is because it creates creativity, helps the student to be focused and not to become bored from the same strategies day in and day out. The human connection to the lesson will allow for better understanding and in-depth communication with the students and their fellow classmates. Wi-Fi nights in the curriculum, it becomes such a great thing for the students. It enriches the retention of the students' memory. It improves engagements and enthusiasm. The students are ready to learn and excited about the curriculum. It added an added accomplishment in the classroom. They feel accomplished by their curriculum and by their way of learning. It also improved written language capacity as well as for ELL students that participate in drama. 3 to 5 statistics supporting art. One would be, since integrating art at Bates School, the percentage of achievement has surpassed the standards for reading and is from 73 to 81% and from 62 to 77% for these classes. The data and math reading scores among students in grades 6 to 8 have shown long-standing improvements throughout the state of Maryland since the integration of art. This is also in the Bates School. Art integrated students are 4 times more likely than other students to be acknowledged for high educational accomplishments, and 3 to be recognized for attendance. 3rd to 5th graders who learn a foreign language every day in school outclass students who did not learn a foreign language. This is the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed.